How's it going, guys? A lot of Madden 18 content's been dropping today, and I just kind of want to capitalize on that and bring my little thoughts. And that's what I like to do on my channel is you have others who are just going to say, hey, look at this is how it looks. But for me, I want to say, hey, this is my spin on stuff, and I don't know if this is going to be worth it, so let's look at it. Now, with the cyan blue border, that's the team leader's Dak Prescott, and that takes 40 different cards to turn in this one that's NAT. Or you can go buy this Dak Prescott, which could be more expensive or less expensive by the time the game drops. You're just going to have to see how the market plays out, to be completely honest. And I'm just going to compare these cards right here for Prescott and a few other players and see if it's actually worth it. Because if you can buy this Dak Prescott, that's the 84 overall, that you can actually sell later on, rather than going out and buying 40 different other cards, or maybe you pull some so you only have to buy 30 or something like that. Let's see if it's worth it. Now, you're going to see right there, 6'2", 77 speed, 77 awareness, 83 throw power, 83 throw accuracy short, 82 mid, 78 deep, 78 play action, and 83 throw on the run. Automatically, awareness does not even matter because you're controlling him. If you leave it up to a CPU, then it will matter, but we've known for a while awareness doesn't matter as long as you're controlling the person. Now, the differences between this team leader's Dak and this core elite Dak is you have +1 speed, +2 throw power, +2 short, +1 mid, +1 deep, +2 play action, +1 throw on the run. I mean, it's really up to you guys how you feel. Like I said, you have to keep in mind the market, because if you're just wanting a bunch of +1s and +2s, then there you go. That's what you get. You get a bunch of +1s, +2s, and I know the team leaders have a leader chemistry as well as the Dallas chemistry, because each team has their own chemistry now, rather than that purple one that the core elite Dak has. So that could be another thing, is if you're building a team full of leaders and you want to do that, then you can. But the way I look at it is it's not worth it. I'd rather go ahead, sell all of those 40 cards that you have to put in the set to make one of these Dak Prescotts, and get the core elite one himself if that's something that I would want to do, because +1s and +2s does not matter to me. Next up, we have Carlos Dunlap. Now, the difference between Carlos Dunlap, his team leader's card, and his core elite card is none for play rec, -1 for speed, 0 strength, +1 for acceleration, +1 for tackling, and the rest are all just zeros. So he's relatively the same card besides -1 speed, +1 acceleration, +1 tackle. It's the exact same card, guys. It's the same overall and everything. Same thing stands. If you can build him for cheaper than what you can buy the elite card for, then by all means go for it. But if that's not the case, then this obviously is one of those that is not worth it at all. Next, we have Clinton Dix. He's on the Packers. He's going to definitely be on my team, whether it's this team leaders one or the 86 overall core elite one. But the difference between these two is a +1 speed, +1 acceleration, +1 play rec, +1 tackle, +1 man zone. The only thing that's not +1 is the pursuit. That's +2. The hit power is +1. I guess that's nice, whatever it may be. You can kind of tell the trend here, guys. They're not much off from their core elites, and I can already feel bronzes and silvers aren't going to go for like 100 coins, so you can't do this for 4K, and then maybe if the 86 overall is worth 5K, then it could be worth it to do it for a few players, but that's not going to be the case, guys. You're going to definitely be able to buy these core elites before those. I just don't want you guys to get bamboozled into thinking you're getting nice cards because it has a different border, has a different promo kind of thing behind it, but you're really not getting the best out of it. Second to last, we have Ben Roethlisberger, and for him, for the play action, he has +2. For throw on the run, it's +1. For speed, for whatever that's worth for a quarterback, especially at 65, it's +1. Throw power is 0, and then short, mid, and deep all go +1. And just like with Dak, awareness doesn't matter. Since we're using him, it should be our own awareness and how we play with the card. But this one, same deal, +1s, +2s. Just you get to see his stats, which is also nice for some team leaders. And finally, we have Brandon Cooks, because he's one of the fastest cards in MUT. He's one of the best ones in my opinion. I loved using him in Madden 17 for the cards that he got. John Ross is going to be great. Tyreek Hill was amazing, and so is Brandon Cooks. I really love those fast and elusive cards. But for him, the speed is 0. He's kind of maxed out at 89 between these two cards. Maybe He'll get a little bit higher speed later on if he does well again this year. The catching is +1, the elusiveness +1, spec catch +1, release +2, route running is +1, and then catch and traffic +1, and so is the jump. So just a bunch of +1s and 2s. Besides speed, that would have been nice to have +1. Yeah, I mean, in total, guys, just looking across these 5, there are countless others you could go through. Go look at the Game Changers videos. I know Toke, who like I got that screen grab from of the back of the cards, he has a whole video going through each team and what they offer. And I think that's really nice. It's just he never went over this, and I feel like this is important because in his video he said, these are must cops. You have to get these. When in reality, they're not much different than just the base ones. So that just doesn't make any sense to me that, hey, these you have to get these. These are a lot better when +1s and +2s aren't going to mean the whole difference in a game. We saw that last year. +1s, +2s didn't do anything. And that's why I'm okay with personally starting off with a bunch of bronzes and silvers, and then you work your way up and upgrade. And I feel like that's what they're doing again not doing again because they didn't do it last year, but they're doing it this year. And I think over the course of time throughout the game, the overalls are going to go higher and the stats are going to go higher, which is really nice. But right now we're kind of stuck in, we're not going to have the greatest of cards, and I'm okay with that. It's just don't try to bamboozle me. Don't try to bamboozle others into thinking these cards are going to be better than the base ones you can pull out of packs or just buy off the auction block, because in reality, they're not. If you have someone who you really, really, really like as a player and you want to go through and get this person, then by all means do it. I'm a fanboy for the Packers, so I could potentially see myself doing this to get a couple Packers players that have like 2 speed higher as a user or something like that, because to me it's worth it. And that's the whole point of this, is just to let you guys know all the information before you make a decision, and then it's based on you to make that decision yourself. So hopefully you make the right one. You kind of decide what you want to do with this knowledge, and if you go ahead and do that, then you have an NAT, like right here, Brandon Cooks, which is nice, or you can buy a Brandon Cooks that inevitably will go down in price, but you can still always sell it. You're not going to be stuck with it on your team because you can't get rid of these.